This week's One Door Studios update, way ahead of schedule for the sequels, an update from Ann Peacock on the writing, and a mystery guest. Good day, everybody. Welcome to another One Door Studios update. Today's a really fun day. I think I say that every time. Today's a really fun day. You know why? Because every day's a fun day, right, guys?
Absolutely.
And you're in it, Stephen.
Oh, now, but today's even more fun because you see we have this question mark in the corner there. Who's the fourth person in this phone call?
I am.
Oh
no, I can't be. Sorry.
So we decided we're going to do the old cheesy dream intro. Cue the harp and the sparkle sound. And here is Tay Centineo. Did I say your last name right, Tay?
It's Centineo, but everybody says
Centineo. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Tay Centineo. So we want to introduce our entire team of investors and fans to Tay. Tay is our new VP of Development. Everybody, welcome Tay.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah. So Tay's a pretty special person, and so we wanted to let you guys know who she is and what she does. And Tay, would you please just tell us just some basic info about yourself and add to it why you got into film, first of all?
Yeah, absolutely. So originally from South Florida, moved over to California for school, and actually had no real interest initially in the film and TV industry, which I actually feel like sometimes is how these careers start. But I was a journalism major over at Pepperdine University out in Malibu. And ironically, the things that drew me to journalism are similar things to what drew me to film and TV. I was interested in journalism because I love storytelling and I love the seeking of truth and story. And then when I graduated, I could feel that there were some itches that journalism just didn't fully scratch for me. And totally. It's an amazing field, but there were just some things missing. And so I decided to try it out. I tried out film and TV and, interned to assistant to CE to development exec and to VP of development. And now I'm here with you guys.
Yeah. And story, you mentioned story a second ago. And from the meetings that we've had together, I know that story is a very strong point in your mind. You really have a really great story sense, which is probably one of the reasons why we hired you. But your most recent gig was where?
Was Centropolis Entertainment, which is Roland Emmerich's production company, the big disaster sci-fi guy. That was my last gig.
Yeah,
and
Independence Day,
Midway.
Midway. Were you on board when Midway was for Midway?
I was on board sort of the end of production into post-production. And that was kind of my actual first experience with a big budget movie. And then they moved right into another big budget movie, bigger budget, actually, Moonfall, which was another sci-fi disaster film. And I got to watch that and be part of that beginning to end, which is another reason that I wanted to get into film and TV. I knew that I wanted to be part of something all the way through from its seedling phase to its, period of time on the big screen. And I think with Roland, Roland's company was really, really special because from the beginning of the career to the end, for me, I'd been at big studios like Sony. I'd been at small companies like Hyde Park. And Centropolis was really cool because it was actually a funny mix of the two. It was a little company that sort of acted as a mini studio and at the end there, and was making these massive budget films, $100+ million movies independently.
Films. Yeah.
Independently.
Yeah, Midway was
Yeah, and I think that initially, and my taste is obviously because of the journalism thing, it's human interest stories. So things like Lion and Slumdog Millionaire, Hidden Figures. And with Roland, my taste grew, and I became immersed in sci-fi and fantasy and history. And so it was just a solid experience. And that's actually also what led me here because you guys knew Marco over there.
Right. And so your job with us as VP of Development, right now you're kind of taking the lead with your communication with the writer Ann Peacock, right? Would you say that's accurate? Yeah. So we're instead of us calling her, we're calling you and saying, hey, you call her.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So with that, we'd like to let our investors know we mentioned last Monday, and if everything is going according to plan, this video is being played on Monday. We told last Monday that we'd be getting an outline this week. You just had a conversation with Ann today. So how are we doing with writing on Calculated?
Yeah, so the email was an exciting one because we're actually a little bit further along than I think that we had all kind of initially thought. She started in on the script officially. So we're moving and grooving on that front. And frankly, working with Ann, it's been a short time, as of now, it's been however many months, but just from the interactions that I've had with her, the calls, the lunch, I'm pretty blown away just by what a master of her craft she is,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we already knew that she was experienced. We knew all of that, but, and eventually I'm sure that everybody will be able to hear her speak on it. But the way that she sees and envisions story and the things that she pays attention to, it's the reason that she's a writer. And it's what sets creatives apart from, the business minds and even the VPs of development. We all have our purpose here, and Ann's is strong, and she's currently, I think, really wrestling with, this is a big story, right? Calculated
sure
is a really big book.
And as you read the subsequent novels, you realize how much bigger it actually is. The characters that are you think have a very minor role in the first story actually have a major role later. So that needs to be explored. And that's what Ann Peacock realizes. You can't just treat Calculated as a standalone.
Nope.
You have to treat it as a 3 to 4 novel series where there's depth and characters that are later on that need to be applied to the first story.
Yeah.
And on that note, we should probably remind all of our investors that Activated is now officially out.
That's right. As of yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday, Activated was out. Have any of you guys started reading it already?
Yes.
They're all incredible, but it is probably one of my favorites so far.
No way. I haven't started yet because my son stole it. I told you that last time.
Yeah, same here.
So I gotta get that book back. Oh man. So that is moving right along. The script is moving right along. The book is out, and we have some other updates for you guys. That we launched. What is it? A week and 4 days ago. Jay, how long is it? What is it?
A week ago Wednesday.
A week ago Wednesday.
That's right.
And I think before we launched, we were at our projection meeting. We were having a meeting that we're planning the next 5 years of our business. And I said, wouldn't it be great if in the first month we could raise $1 million? And we kind of looked at each other like, yeah, that'll be tough. So it's been 9-10 days, whatever. And we're at today, $695,000 raised in the sequels. I mean, that's unheard of.
Amazing.
Well, especially if you consider that we haven't opened it up to the public yet.
Right.
So this is just a limited raise to the inside core folk. We had hoped that we would be at about 400,000 or so. And so that's by the end of April, which is the end of next week. So we've blown right by there. And we could hit that, the dream point of $1 million the first month, which would be mind-boggling.
And like John said, we haven't even run an ad yet. So, and we're going to start doing that
next Wednesday.
We're running some video ads. The promo video you've seen that our investors have seen on the new raise, we're going to truncate it a bit and make it about a minute long or less. And,
every time we do one of these updates, we actually get a pretty big influx of investments. And I'm going to predict that with Tay's amazing presence here, it's going to be the best update we've ever had.
Yep. It's going to be like this more frequently, 4 screens instead of 3. So, hey, so glad to have you with us on the team. There's a lot of confidence that you bring to this team. So super awesome.
Keep us in line.
What's that, John?
She keeps us in line.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Good business.
And one day we'll have Tom back on here too. But I think that's all we got for today. You guys in the comments below, welcome Tay to the team, and I'm sure you will. You guys are always faithful to comment, and I think that's it, guys. Anything else you guys want to mention before we sign off for the week?
No, just we're so thrilled at your response. Appreciate that. And if you haven't come in, come in. You've got till Wednesday before we open up to the public. And then things are going to be even speeding faster.
Yep, even speedier. So, all right, guys, we'll see you again next Monday. You guys have an awesome week. Adios.